I'm Philip Carroll and I live in Jacksonville, Florida with my wife and our 3 dogs. We also have 4 human children, but they've all left the nest, with the 2 youngest currently in college. I work at a large high school here in Jacksonville as the school's testing coordinator. It's a detail-oriented job that can require some long, stressful hours. I learned all about long hours during my 20 years in the United States Navy. Since retiring from the Navy a little over a decade ago, I've been working in public education. First as a physical education teacher for kindergarten through 5th grade, then as a classroom teacher in 1st, 5th, and 2nd grades. I'm in the Instructional Design and Technology Master's program here at Full Sail University. I'm in this program because while I was completing coursework for my first master's degree in Technology and Learning, I took a course in instructional design. As I started the reading assignment for that course, I found myself totally engrossed by the book on instructional design. For that course, I was required to read the first 3 chapters of the book. I ended up devouring the entire thing. As I continued on through that degree program, I found myself looking back on that instructional design course and wishing I could have learned more. Fast forward a few years, and here I am. As I read the first chapter in Mastery by Robert Greene, I saw myself reflected in many of the stories used to illustrate the different strategies. I'll be honest, as I read through the first strategy, Return to Your Origin, I initially thought back to my youth and what I had wanted to do for a career. I then thought about my experience in my first master's program, and there was a bit of deja vu. I found myself wondering if once again I was in a degree program where I would wish I would be studying something else. The second strategy, Occupying the Perfect Niche, was by far the most intriguing, and I can see myself following something akin to Yoki Matsuoka's path. Taking the skills I've already mastered, adding some new ones, and eventually creating a unique, hybrid niche that I am the master of. As I read the third strategy of avoiding the wrong path, I couldn't help but wonder if some people wouldn't consider my first career, the one in the United States Navy, and my lack of advancement therein, an example of the antithesis of this strategy. Now, it's beyond the scope of this video to go into detail about how this isn't what I did earlier in life. Even though it's been a decade since leaving the Navy, I find that I may need to focus more fully on the fourth strategy, let go of the past. And for me, how this strategy leads right into the fifth strategy of finding your way back. As I mentioned earlier, Yoki Matsuoka followed a path that led her into seemingly disparate fields of study. She, however, found a way to bring all of these varied topics together in creating a new field of study. I believe a similar path to mastery lies ahead for me, one where I can take the various areas of my expertise and meld them together to create something new and valuable. I believe the path to mastery began as I read about instructional design while attending Western Governors University, and will continue through this degree program and into the future. My dream career path would have me finding employment as a curriculum designer, then as a team lead, and finally as the head of online curriculum development for a university. To achieve this goal, in the next 2 weeks, I'll be reaching out to acquaintances within both the K-12 community as well as at the collegiate level, and talking to those who are currently working in curriculum development and attempt to identify opportunities to offer my services. Thank you for your time and best wishes for the future.